So, hello everyone. A very good afternoon to all present here. Myself Vandana, and I am the today's host for today's webinar entitled Fundamentals of Photoshop. I would like to extend my warm welcome to all present here for today's webinar on Fundamental of Photoshop, organized by D. Saksham in association with SEMS Welfare Foundation. Now, talking about the topic, fundamental of Photoshop is the demanding term nowadays because there are many reasons why you should learn Photoshop. Learning Photoshop is essential if you work in graphic design, web design, or user experience role. Yet, it is also equally important to learn Photoshop for those working in hands-on marketing roles. Whether creating flyers, brochure, or email newsletter, there is a need to know Photoshop for optimizing and retouching images. You can learn Photoshop even if you are learning a beginner with a no previous experience. Now, I feel privileged to introduce our today's guest speaker, Mr. Ankit Bhushan. Ankit Bhushan is senior designer at IDEX. IDEX is a Bangalore-based design agency, and there he is working for Cultfit, and he has more than 5 year experience in the field of design. And he has done his graduation in BCom honors from Delhi University, and he is a certified graphic designer from Arena Animation. It's glad to have you here, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Anna, for this warm welcome. And hi, everyone. I hope that everyone is fine and doing great at their places. So let's just dig into the Photoshop quickly. Before starting Photoshop, I just quickly tell you guys that the Photoshop is matlab, Adobe software, and we can't learn any software. It's not about the Photoshop only. We can't learn any software within a day or within an hour and within a week. If we want to learn any software, we just need to matlab, dig into the software and keep practicing day by day. Because every time we practice, matlab, the software gives us more things. So let's just quickly. So currently I'm using Photoshop 2022, and the version is 23.1.1, and I suggest and advise you all to use version 2018 or the latest one, because the earlier version won't have the that that much good AI and that latest features actually. So yeah, let's just quickly dig into the software. So that's the interface, and the person using Illustrator may find similar to that, but it's far away from the Illustrator. That's why that's why the Adobe has made the Photoshop also. So you can see here, this is the first one. When we just can click use the command and command or control plus N, so we get this. Or you can just quickly take the new from here. So talking about this is the first thing we usually see on the Photoshop by opening a new document. Every time we go to the software, we should open the new document usually. So here we see the presets that only Adobe gives by default. Like this is for the photo, and this is for the print purpose. This is for the art and illustration purpose, web, mobile, film and video, and these are the saved ones. If you want some the specific size, so you can save that. Like I have used this one, so you can rename it here. Like I'm renaming it like webinar, or I can rename it to fundamentals of Photoshop. So you here you can adjust width of the, you can say, artboard or the document. So I'm taking 2000. Here you can adjust the measurements, pixels, inches, centimeters, millimeters, points and picas. So I'm currently taking pixels because every time we used to work on the pixels naturally. And height I'm taking 3000. This is the orientation, like this is portrait and that's landscape. See, when I'm clicking on the portrait, the height automatically adjust, it just get flipped. This is the artboard. If we take to the artboard, okay, I'll show you this later. And let's keep resolution to 72. This is the resolution pixels per inch and pixels per centimeter. This is something deep. I'm not gonna tell you the deep portions because we are starting with the basics only. And these are the color modes here. So Photoshop gives us many color modes. You guys will not be able to see these all the color modes in the previous versions from 2018s. And yeah, okay. So we are currently working on the RGB and CMYK. CMYK, I think you all know. Cyan, magenta, yellow, and key. Key means black. So it all for the printing purpose only, but we are currently using the RGB. And these are the bits: 8 bits, 16-bit, and 32 bits. So let me just quickly tell you about the bits. What are the bits? Bits basically it's the when we are going with the high definition quality of any Photoshop photo, then only we need to use the 32 bits. If we are like you working on the high dynamic ranges, so then we have to just click on 32-bit. Otherwise, we need to use 8-bit only. I suggest you all to use 8-bit. 8-bit will take you like less size. And just don't care about these two. These are the advanced things. And yeah, background content, like you can put background white, black, any color, and you can change it later also. It's not that big deal. So yeah, I'm taking the white, and I have taken the width 3000, height 2000. You can, if you want to use the same adjustment over and over again, so you can save these adjustment quickly here. Like you can just click on this, and yeah, you can save it at webinar, and you can click on the save. So I'm currently not saving it, so just click on create and see, there we go. And yeah, so here is the first thing that we see. This is the first thing after opening a new document. So let me just quickly tell you about the tools. This is our toolbar, and these are the supporting things. So this is the move tool, and when you just hold here once, like for 1 and 2 seconds, so it will automatically tell you that what this tool should do, or what this tool is used to do. So if you can see the arrow here, right? So if you click on this, so it will convert the tools into the two lines. It's just nothing like here we can see all the tools in single line. Now we can see the tools in, like, it will automatically break the tools in two lines. It's just this thing. So no need to care about this. So this is move tool whenever we are making something. So this, by the move tool you can move the things. This is used for that only. So today I'm going to tell you about the selection, basically selection and the layers. Okay. So let me first tell you about the layers. Every time, each and every time, whenever we are working on Photoshop, I'm just talking about the Photoshop only. Whenever we are working on the Photoshop, so we should always work on the layers only. It's just because that it will be easy for us only to edit things. Like Photoshop is basically used to edit the things, and it, like, already clear about the name Photoshop. So it used to this software is used to edit, but nowadays we can do lot more things. If I painted, but now I need to move this, so I can't move because it's not a any layer. I just painted over the background only. And if I try to move it, so the Photoshop shows a error, or it allows me to convert to the normal layer. But then also, if I convert it to a normal layer, okay, see, now also I can't just move the brush only, but it also moving the background. It is also moving with the background also. But we don't want this. I just want to move the brush only. Whatever I have drawn here, I just want that to move, not with the background. You can see that background is also moving. So I just quickly redo it. So okay, now I'm making a layer and now I start painting. So see, after making a layer, I can move the brush only without disturbing the background. I can even work tweak the brush, and I can do anything with the brush now. And see, I am creating one more layer. Okay, let's change the color. So these are the two separate layer. I can move it separately and I can move it separately. But what if I just paint it over here? So now the thing is, I can't matlab, move the purple brush separately and the green brush separately. It is disturbing the both one. But what if I want that I need to just move the purple one only. So I can't move right now. So that's where the layers comes. That's why we need to use the layers only. Whenever we are working, then we only have to work on the layers. It's just okay, I'll just give you a one more example quickly. Like, there is a wall behind me and I start painting on that. But if I want to remove that paint, so I can't move the whole wall, no. But what if I they let just say there is a same wall and there is a mirror over there behind the wall, and I start painting on the mirror. Now I can move the mirror anywhere wherever I want, है ना? And mirror is also transparent. So mirror is acting like a layer here. So let's just quickly talk about the selections. Okay. So the second tool is our selection tool, and we used to say the marquee tool. And the shortcut is for selection tool is M, and V for the move tool. Just press M and see, we can make the selection. And if we press shift and command or control N, then we can put it to the new layer. See, and if I want to fill any color, that just click on control alt or option and backspace or delete. Done. And one more thing, see, if I'm making selection over here, so you can see the tools here also. So what these are tool used for? So let me just tell you. See, if I put the cursor on hand, it shows add to selection. I think it is already cleared through the statement add to selection. Like, if we okay select this one, so it shows a plus icon. See, you can see the cursor, it shows a plus icon. And if I draw a selection, so it just basically add a selection. And okay, just let's just go to the next. It says subtract from selection, and I think it's also already cleared from the line that it is gonna subtract the selection. So if I drag, so see, it is subtracting the selection. And this is okay, this shows the intersect with selection. So if I just select this one and okay, make this. So see, it got intersected. So I'm just clicking on Control or Command D for deselect. So okay, now let's just say, yeah. Suppose I have selected this one, but I haven't selected this one. I have selected this one. So if I'm trying, I try to make like I'm trying to add the selection, but I can't add now because I have to switch it over and over again. So it's like something hectic. We can't switch it over and over again. We used to go here and then select this one, then this one. So let me just quickly tell you a shortcuts. See, for adding the selection, if we press shift, see, whenever I'm pressing the shift key, so it's automatically changes to plus icon, and plus means add to selection. So you just need to press shift key and you can drag the selection. And whenever I'm pressing the shift, it automatically goes to the second one. And for subtracting the selection, we can press alt or option. So whenever I'm pressing alt or option, you can see here it will automatically go to for the third one. And also the cursor will switch to minus, subtract sign. So if I'm pressing alt or option and dragging the things, so it will subtract the things. Okay, now comes to the fourth one. Fourth one says intersection. So for the intersection, whenever we are pressing shift alt or option together, so it shows multiply sign, that means intersect. So okay, so you can see at the top also it's also switching to the fourth one, that's called an intersection. And whenever I'm dragging it, so it got intersected. So this is the thing. I hope that the selection is clear to all of you guys. And okay, so whenever we are hold and click and hold to this tool, so we can find more tools over here, like elliptical. Elliptical is nothing, just a circle selection. It will make a selection in circle or oval. Whenever you are pressing shift, then it will create a perfect circle. And whenever you release the shift, you can change it to oval or any what you want. And so I'm just taking it a perfect circle here, and I'm creating a new layer over here, and I just can fill the colors. See, okay, now I just want this area to be subtracted. So just pressing I'm just pressing alt or option and making a elliptical tool, and just putting it to the new layer. And I'm see, so now we have two circles. One is circle and one is basically oval. So I just want now to change the color of this oval. So how can we change that color? So you can see the color options here. So let me just quickly tell you the what is this color options here. The front one is the foreground color, and the behind one is the background color. And whenever you are taking the cursor over there, it also shows you that what it says. So this is our foreground color, and that's the behind it's our background color. So if we just wanna change to green, okay. So double click on this, and we can see the color palette over here, right? So we can adjust any color, and we can take any color from here according to our choice. And see, okay, now talking about the layers again, I just took the pink color. Okay, so I'm clicking on the layer and I just filled it. How can we fill it? Just press alt or option and backspace or delete. But this time it covers the whole area of the artboard of the canvas. But we just want that color to limit to the oval only. So what we can do, I'm just undoing it. We can just press the command or control, and you can see the board here, right? Only the icon. We can just press the control command and just click it once, so it automatically creates a selection over here, and now we can just fill it. See, and suppose if I have a color in a background also. So if we want this color, the background color, to put on a separate layer, okay, now I just want the background color to put in this layer. So I just have to click on this layer and just create a selection, again control command, and just can select this layer. Now you have to press control command and backspace. Now for the background color you have to press control command backspace, and for the foreground color you have to press the alt or option and backspace. I think clear. So if we want to duplicate the layer, like I just want that this layer to be duplicated over and over again, but see, I just want the similar layer again two times. So I'm not going to create it again and again, it will take a lot of time. So there is also a command. We can just press alt or option. See, when I'm going to press alt or option, the cursor changes, and while pressing alt or option, hold it and just click it and drag it. It will automatically clear takes a similar layer. But what if there is another option to create this onto the layer? So we can just press control or command and J. That duplicates the layer, but we can't see that layer because the layer is on the top of the same layer. See, now we can just move it. So if we want to delete any layer, so we can just select the layer and press the delete, or we can just click here also, the delete icon is here also, and either we can just drag it to the delete. So there are multiple ways for deleting, for everything. It's not like that for deleting only. And yeah, okay, let's come to the transformation now. While selecting the move tool, or you can, if you are using any another tool, and if you want to go to the move tool directly, so I already told you what's the shortcut. That the shortcut is V. You can just press the V and it will automatically take it to the move tool. You just have to press command on control T. It will automatically make this transformation square, so you can just transform it. Okay, let's talk about the transformation now. How can we transform this? uh, if we want to transform this oval by the corners, so we just have to take the cursor to the corners only, and we can just drag. And if we want in a specific like size, we just don't want to disturb the size. It like if we want to maintain the size, so we do have to press the shift. Like, see, you can see the difference while pressing the shift, and if I release the shift, the size is disturbing this time. But if I press the shift, it will automatically maintain the size from anyhow. But I suggest you to take, if you are transforming something, so you should always transform through the corners only. And I also suggest you to press the shift button. So there is one more thing in the transform. If we want to tweak it, if we want to transform it in any other manner, so we can press the command option or control. See, it's something some like somehow it creates a sometimes it creates a 3D effect or like a natural effect for something. So let me just quickly show you again with the rectangle. Okay, Now I need to transform this rectangle. While pressing the controller command, I am going to transform this. So see, I'm just, it is only transforming these things, not the whole. But if I press the, if I'm not going to press anything, so it will transform the whole. Or if I press the shift key, it will transform while maintaining the size. But if we press controller command, see, we can create amazing things by these tools only. See if like, okay, see, okay. So this is the thing, and I just make it duplicate T, and I just want it to reflect. I just don't want to this like this one. I just want to reflect. So just right click and flip it to the horizontal. I just gonna take one more layer. Just putting it over here, and again I'm right clicking. Okay, while right clicking, you just keep something to the mind, like if you just right click over here, so I can't see the options here right now. But while I'll convert it to transform section, like while I'm pressing control or command T, and now I right click, so I can see the like options here. So this is something, another thing. And also, like, I'm putting it to the vertical. We can okay. So whenever we are going to the corners, we can also see the like rotation tools also. So through that we can rotate like the design or whatever we are making. See, so I have created something. I think it is nothing, but what if I want? See, these are the separate layers, so I can adjust them. But I want to keep all the three things in a layer. Like I just want to merge all the things. So what should I do now? So, okay. So for merging the things, I just have to select all the, keeping in mind that you are not disturbing the background. You should not disturb the background always. You just need to work on the layers only. So we just need to select the layers. Okay, for selecting the layers, you can directly select all the layers. Like, okay, I have many layers. See, now I have many layers. Now I have to select all the layers at a time. So by pressing a shift key and just click on the last one, from the first one to the last one, it will automatically select. And if you want to select the specific layer, okay, I just need to select the layer one copy 2, and layer 1 copy 4. But I just don't want to select layer 1 copy 3 and layer 1 copy. So what should I do? I just need to select this one, and while pressing Control or Command, click on this one, and this one. So we can select the layer that in that way. So now I just want that all these three layers should be in single layer. So I just select all the layers, and I have to just press Control or Command E. So it will become one layer only. See, now I can't edit this like separately. If I want to move this rectangle, so I'll not be able to move this until and unless I save the document. So for now I can undo that command. If I undo, then it will automatically separates the layer. But if you save the document for a while, so you will not be able to undo this. For undoing, I think you already know what the command. It's Control Command Z. and for redo it's control command plus shift plus z. So okay, if you want to group the layers, so it's also pretty simple. We can just make it like control we can just select the layers and we can press control command G, so it will group the layers and we can rename it to like okay. Now one more thing, that's a great thing. Like if I just want to click on the layer, so here I have selected auto select layer. So whenever I'm clicking within the group and I'm like just click on this layer, so this layer will be selected. But what if I want to select the group only, like I'm clicking on this, but the whole group is not moving. But what if I want to move the whole group and I want to use the group only? So just click over here at the top and select group. So now I can move the group and we have the layers also. This is one more thing. Okay, let me tell you one very interesting thing quickly. So what the color we are using here, we are using pink color over here. But what if I just change my mind, like I just want to change all the colors at a time. Like I have three rectangles over here, all the three rectangle contains pink color. But what if I want that each and every rectangle should have some another color, single color but another. So you can see over here, these are the call adjustments layer. So we can select solid color, we can just change the color from here, like I'm taking bright blue. Okay, now you will say that Ankit, it covers the whole canvas, but it is not limited to rectangle. Okay, so to get the limit, we just have to press alt or option and see. While just take the cursor in between these two layers and press alt or option, you can see another icon. See, the cursor changes, and whenever this cursor change, just click once, it gets changed the color. And one more thing, the benefit of this is whenever we want to change the color here, so we can just click on uh, double click on this and we can adjust the color by ourselves. Like if we want, see, how this thing makes the workflow easy and smooth. This is the thing. There are more things, like more adjustment layers, but I'm not gonna tell you about all the layers today only. And otherwise it will make messed up your mind. So I think time will not allow me to go more. I think that's it for today. And the last minute suggestion is from my side that just set your goals only. But whatever you're learning, whatever you're grabbing, just keep practicing. Whenever you get practice, whenever practice, and only then you will able to learn the things.
There is one query, is that what is the difference between Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Photoshop 7.0?
Both are Photoshop. Software is not different, but the features are different.
What color is considered to be blown out in Photoshop?
No, it's not like any, not a specific color is considered to be blown out. We can change the color as per our demand. Like if we want to use a specific color, if we want to use a specific color, so we can just take that color over here and we can use the eyedropper tool. There is a eyedropper tool. We can just pick. Eyedropper tool is used to pick the color, pick the exactly same color from. And if we want to use okay, if we want to use any color from any specific document or any specific file, so we can take the file over here and we can use the eyedropper tool to pick that color, and we can put that color to the our desired document. So it's not like that there is any specific color to be blown out.
Okay, there is one more question that what is DPI and how it functions?
DPI is basically the resolutions only. That this is the DPI. Resolution is the DPI. Previous version, like in the CS versions, and before 2018, the Photoshop used to give DPIs, not the resolution. DPI and resolution are the same. We just need to put the resolution to 72. Basically, if we are going smooth, we can adjust the resolution also. But whenever we are increasing the resolution, the pixels is also increasing. And what the difference between these? Let's take a camera and click a photo. And now let's take your mobile phone and click a photo. The difference between the resolutions is there. That's where the DPI comes. Like the photo we have clicked from our smartphones will have like 72 DPI, and the photo we have clicked from the camera, like DSLRs or the mirrorless, anyone, will have the higher DPIs, higher resolutions. Like if we are zooming it, it will not get pixelated. But if we are zooming the photo taken from the like smartphones, uh, to some extent it will not get blurred, or it will not get pixelated. But if we like force zoom it, it will start getting pixelated. So one more thing, we can't adjust the DPI by our own. Like okay, you start thinking, okay, Ankit told that we can adjust the DPIs or resolution, so we can't increase the resolution. We can decrease, but we can't increase. If you are taking a photo with the 72 DPI and you think, okay, I can quickly increase the DPI and it will not get pixelated, so you just put it to the 300 resolution. It will not, the resolution will not increase because the clicked photo has already made its own pixels.
So there is one more question is that what is the ideal size when we design a logo?
I don't recommend Photoshop for logo, because logo is somehow a thing which we use to many, which we are going to use at many places, like on the hoardings and on the pens also. But what the difference, if we are using the logo on the hoardings, so we have to increase the size of the logo, and if we are using it on the pen, then we have to like lower the size of the logo. So I just recommend to use Illustrator for the logo purpose, because Illustrator is a vector software, and I already told you that um, Photoshop is a raster software. What's the difference between these two is, vector is the something that we can increase at any limit. It will not get pixelated.
Okay, so there is one more question that what are the opportunity we get after learning the Photoshop?
Great question. There are a lot of opportunities that you are going to get after learning of Photoshop, and it's not like about the opportunities only. Like every graphic designer needs to learn Photoshop, you know. So basically, Photoshop is for design. It's for designing purpose only, not only for photo editing. People used to learn Photoshop for photo editing only. So I just tell you that this is not for photo and editing only. We can design over here also. है ना? So after learning Photoshop, you are going to get a lot and lot of opportunities, because companies used to hire the Photoshop, the person who are good with Photoshop. Oh, great.
So I just wanted to thank you, sir, for this
Well,
session. This is very enlightening session, and it helped us in building like new insights of Photoshop. And I surely say that our candidates will definitely explore the Photoshop now in a better way. And I would like to thank you all the participants to be here and give your valuable time here. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, sir, to be here, and we appreciate you guys are all here to take your to give your time here. Thank you so much.